you can. Hey everyone, it's Thursday, and guess what? It's our 3-year YouTube anniversary, birthday, whatever you want to call it today. Yay! We started in March of 2020. Remember what happened in March of 2020?
We all had COVID.
Yeah. No, we didn't get COVID till way later. But yeah, so I'll just chit chat a little bit while we're jumping on. Say hello. I see Judy and Kim and Yolanda and Ann. I still need a proof container for my very, very smart cat. I really don't know what that means. Okay. I was just on a comment. Wow, happy 3 years. Thank you. Awesome. All right, so I'll just tell you a little bit about my week so far. It's Thursday. It feels like about Friday night for sure with what's all been going on this week. Hasn't it been a long week? Yeah, I got a bunch of girls here. So we even have a guest who drove all the way from California to be here for our Sioux Fargo retreat. All right. So tonight I get to go to Jace's concert at school. They're singing and he has a special part. So not a solo, but a speaking part. So Proud Mimi has to go. Check it out. 6:30. I can't be late. If you are in town around and, last minute, maybe you want to run away from your significant other, we are having a fun thing tomorrow night that I get to go to as well. It is called Friday Night Lights, and we're going to do pajama thing and pajama party. We're going to play bingo. We're going to have a Bloody Mary bar. We're going to do all kinds of stuff that the girls have for us. So there's a bunch of us going to be there as far as, Miss Vicky, Miss Gloria, Diane, Cousin Mary is coming. So if you know who Cousin Mary is, she's on her way right now. Her plane's going to land in Milwaukee and she's going to drive up here and be here about 5:30. So that's always fun. I haven't seen her since last May. Wow. I'm like, when's the last time I've seen your butt? And she's like, May. So that's nice that she is coming. And I'm looking at my list down here to make sure I don't forget anything.
Look at the screen.
What am I looking at the screen?
There's someone in blue.
Monotaka. Oh, somebody gave us what is that thing called again?
Super chat.
A super chat? Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. We like super chats. Hey to all Primitive Gatherings crew. Wait till you see them all. They're all here and they will say hi when they come on. But on Sunday, I pick up Sioux Fargo from the airport. Can you imagine what that's going to be like? Her and I in the same car driving and we'll be like talking about all the woolly stuff. And she's like really, really bright and very contemporary. And then I'm the opposite, right? So we are just going to hang out and have a great, great, great time because that's just what we do, right? And we kind of live parallel lives, trying to sell our designs and our threads and our wares. And we have life on the road together. Luckily, I'm on hiatus right now, but we are happy that people are still doing on the road things. And I think Gloria has a new announcement for one of those people who are coming to the gathering. All right, so do I have any other things I need to discuss before I bring on our first guest? I should talk about this. Anybody see this on our Facebook group?
I did.
If you are local, if you know somebody that lives around here, we need people. We need people to help. We have great benefit packages, health, vision, dental, 401ks, paid time off, holidays, employee discounts. That's the big one, right? And then flexible schedules. Oh, she even put like the discounted lunches at this.
Look on the screen.
Oh, another one. Ooh, we have what? We got $50. Oh my God! Thank you. She super chatted us $50 because we do this. And she wants us to stay in business.
Super chat
nice.
More.
That's a lot of love. Thank you, Debbie. That is amazing. Hey, scroll that back down. I want to see that again. Okay. There we go. Debbie Chips. DEBI. I love that. I love
you rock, Debbie.
Yeah, you're the best. Thank you so much. All right. So $15 an hour starting off to work here at Primitive Gatherings. And, we don't care. I even went to the local high school this last week to, say, we need some kids. We know graduation's coming. We know not everybody goes to college. We can train you. And, we have a lot of people who have been working here a long time, and they make some pretty good money. So it's not, you're not just going to be making $15 your whole life.
Gotta start somewhere.
But we need people, all right? And we're willing to train. We just need people with ambition and that want to show up for work every day and can be nice. We want people that are nice, okay? So if you know anybody or you want to move here like some people did, we'll take you. Awesome. All right, Miss Gloria, you're up first.
Okay.
I'll move over this way.
Now, $15 is pretty good because guess what? I got my first job.
What?
I was a cashier at a dime store. Worked in the candy counter, made $1.25 an hour.
Yep.
Summertime, I made 50 cents an hour babysit. Shut up, Heidi.
And Girl Scout cookies were only 50 cents.
Yeah, Girl Scout cookies were 50 cents a box. So,
Yeah.
50 years is a lot. Anyway,
And you're still working
I am.
because you love it.
Yes, I love you.
So Gloria's in charge of all the events that are going on, and she constantly talks to me about, oh, we should do this, and we should do that, and we should do that, and we should do that. So
And guess what Marty told me today?
what did Marty say?
Marty is our male token quilter, and he's an awesome guy. He's our neighbor.
Next door neighbor.
Yeah,
Hey,
and we're
Marty.
planning a couples retreat weekend.
Really?
Yes. The guys are going to play poker. The girls are going to do crafts and sew.
Was that his idea?
Yes.
Oh,
We're going to watch movies. And we'll even.
Vicky will want to hang out with the guys.
Yeah, maybe I can find you one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She wants to find
Well,
her
yeah,
guy.
you'd have to have a singles guy retreat. Okay, wait a minute. We're totally off topic here. I apologize. All right. Tell us some of the good things we got going on.
All right. Well, you already mentioned Sue Sparko.
Yes.
But we're like, me and Diane went in and we rocked out her room.
Yeah, I know they did something really special for her in her room. Woo! Thank you, Marty Klein.
Hi, Marty.
Thank you.
Do you want to just time out and explain what super chat
You
is?
come and explain it.
No, I don't want to.
Come on.
No, I'm not.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is. What
All
is
right. So just come over here. Here, just talk into this. You don't have to be seen.
After she shames me so much for
Yeah, come on. You're super cute. Come on.
No,
Come on,
just
Kaylee.
Tell them if they do a super chat, if they pay, it's at the very bottom of their screen. Then they can their
Okay,
comment is
so
on the top.
This is all I know. If you they're at the
Oh.
bottom of your screen, you can offer up us a super chat, and your comment gets highlighted, and we say your name, and we like call you a rock star or stuff like that. But it's just a way to get noticed. And when we do our membership coming up, there's going to be more stuff like that going on in our live chats.
They
and
get
stuff
more
like that.
stuff if they're a rock star.
Yeah, right. Right. We really appreciate it. Was that good enough?
Yeah, and it supports us.
It supports us. It really does because, matter of fact, I looked at our what we made last year from YouTube, and it's not a whole lot.
No, they don't pay much.
So make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you watch the whole video. Even if you're not watching it, just let it play a couple times because we get paid for any of the minutes watched.
I let it play at the retreat all day long.
That's right. Right. That's good.
Yep.
Okay. So that's what the super chat is all about.
Yep.
But thank you girls who have already super chatted us up already.
You don't suppose Sue's listening to us, do you?
No,
Okay.
she's too busy.
But anyway, we made her room all look really cozy and cute. And we
Yeah.
put
Because
pretty bite quilts on her bed.
she's going to be here for 2 weeks. So we don't want her to think she's like
Right.
her home away from home. We want it to look
Right.
like, right?
So, and then Friday, I've been looking forward to this,
Yes.
is Friday Night Lights. I hope it's not a big disappointment to everybody because I think it's going to be awesome.
Why would it be disappointing? We get to sew and eat. Who cares what
And
else?
play bingo.
And where your
I've seen those Bloody Marys. Those are going to be huge.
Oh yeah.
And the Bloody Marys, they just made the homemade biscuits for the little sliders.
Ooh. So
And Jess ate one.
if
She
you
said
don't,
they
if
were
you're
good.
unfamiliar with Bloody Marys in Wisconsin, we kind of turn them into meals.
Oh my God.
So they'll have like string cheese in there, a big beef stick, and then they'll have an egg, hard-boiled egg, and then they'll have a little slider and maybe some onion rings and just
I've seen it with the whole
all
fried
kinds
chicken.
of veggies, a celery stick, fried chicken wing.
Go to Google and Google Wisconsin Bloody Marys.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
Yeah.
All right. So then on the 19th, we have Rug Hookie.
Okay.
And that group is really growing. And we have a lot of new people, which is really awesome.
That's on a Sunday, right?
Yes, always on a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the 21st, we always have a huge sit and stitch group. That's your group.
Yep. Yep.
So that we have different clubs over there, groups.
So what that's like is like yesterday or Tuesday, sorry, it seems like yesterday, but Tuesday we had one of the ladies in the wool box come in and she was just a little unsure about how to start. So we're there. We get her all traced. We help her use the light box, lay everything out. And step by step, I just showed her how she's going to do each block. And you can come and get some personalized attention like that. It just makes you feel good when you're not really sure if you're new to something. And there's so many people there that know so many things. So
And
take
everybody
advantage
helps
of it.
everybody.
It's
Just
like,
does the wool. You do sit stitch. I do featherweight.
yep. We all
Lori
spread
does-
it out.
Yeah.
But a lot of times we're there attending some other ones too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Plenty of teachers around.
Then we have our cross stitch club, which is getting huge, which Kathy Decker is in charge of. And this coming week, she's going to teach them how to make a roll. To
A
put their
project
in,
roll?
right?
With
And
the like big one for like, it's made out of a pool noodle.
Yeah.
So you can roll up your project and we need that for our wool box thing.
Yes.
So that'll be very good tutorial for our wool box people.
And then the ongoing, she and I are going to work together and we're going to design our family samplers.
Like a crest?
No, a sampler.
Cross
quilters.
stitch.
Yeah, cross
Okay.
stitch. So,
So
like
things
I
that are
started mine.
meaningful to you.
Yep.
Okay.
I started mine. I put 2022 at the top. And because our queen died,
Okay.
I stitched a crown on mine.
Okay.
So it's things to do with your family that you'll pass on down from generation to
All right.
generation.
And that could have happened in 2022.
Anything my whole life, whatever I
Oh,
wanted
okay.
to put on it. Yeah.
Okay.
So that'll be fun. And then I just talked to Jill Shawless from Yellowstone Quilts. She's out of Pearl
Yellow
City.
Creek quilts.
Yellow Creek. I put Yellowstone.
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 She's
That's
we're all
the
watching
show we
Yellowstone.
like.
Yeah. I got it.
On November 7th or 8th, around that time frame, she's going to come and teach us foundation quilting.
She's the queen of foundation piecing.
Yeah.
She's done a lot of it.
I'm sorry it's not in color, but this is
But it's nice that it's not in color
I didn't
because
make
you
it
can
go
pick your
straight.
own colors.
Do you want me to show the one in color?
Yeah.
Yeah, show them Jill's quilt.
Oh, you're so good at getting it so fast. I just sent it to her this morning. But I asked her what Sunrise at Craig Park was. She told me it's a wonderful park close to them, and she loves it, so she named this quilt after it.
Yes.
So she's going to teach foundation piecing.
So do you see all those pointy curve things? That's your foundation piecing on that one. You think she does the flying geese regular, or you think she's foundation piecing them too?
I have no
I bet
clue.
you could do it both ways.
Yeah.
In a strip like that, you could foundation piece that.
But when I went on her website and I saw her face, and I'm going, oh, I know her.
Yeah,
I've
from
seen
all
her
the
in
years
market.
at the shows
Yeah,
and markets.
yeah.
Yes. Yep.
And then she asked where I came from, and I told her, and she goes, yeah, your voice sounds familiar.
She'll know you when she sees
She goes, oh, I know who you are. And then the other day, Judy, who helps with our featherweight club, she brought in this really sweet lady who has been knitting for like 40 some years. So she's going to work with me and start knitting classes and a knitting
Love
clutch
it.
with coffee. And then April 22nd, we have a group of girls that wanted to learn needle punch. So Kathy Decker is going to show that. I think she's going to have a sample of one. But anyway.
Do you have a needle punch sample?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
I have is that the different thing?
The flyer.
Yeah. no, you don't have to. But Kathy's going to teach it. A bunch of girls wanted to learn, and they all got together and asked Kathy if she'd teach. So now she has like tons of people in the class.
Because this whole place is all about learning to create
Yes.
whatever it is you want to learn. Like you're going to do baskets this summer,
Yep.
and we have another designer that's going to come in and teach watercolors. I was like playing around with her,
yeah.
so she's going to do some watercolor classes and just some other things. And she's going to do some inking on fabric
And needle felting.
and needle felting. Yes,
She does the
yeah.
two
Like she
dimensional.
worked on the Muppet set and
Yes.
on Hollywood sets.
And
so
she made
she's pretty
puppets for
interesting.
Broadway.
Yes. So
She's
we have
awesome.
some talent around here, and
Yeah.
we want to get their secrets and tips and tricks out there to the world. And
Because Monday we knit, Tuesday we quilt, Thursday
it's better than wash, make bread.
Hey, right.
do all the
I
things
had a
on the
girlfriend that
T-toes?
did that. She did something different every day so she could keep up.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know. That's all I got.
That's all you got. Thank you, dear.
You're all right. See you
Okay.
later.
All right.
I'm going to sit over here while they talk.
Okay.
Out of the way.
All right, Miss Vicky, you next. I'll slide this way.
Okay.
Should we show them what we got on today?
Hers is skinnier than mine. Okay, so there's this funny story. Oh, Duluth Trading.
One of my favorite places to
Yes.
shop.
Gloria and I are out shopping, and we're at Duluth Trading, and we're in the
Clearance.
clearance section,
No, it's not even the clearance. It's,
It's
called
huge.
the,
No,
what's it
it's
called?
the-
The outlet.
the outlet.
We're in the
The
outlet.
outlet. First time Gloria and I have been
It's
in. We've
huge.
been trying to get in there because we went into Home Goods, So we're in there, and I see all these our little flannel shirts. Of course, I find smalls, and I go, Gloria, wouldn't this be great? And we could. I'm taking a picture of it, and I'm sending it to Lisa to see if she has this one. So I'm in there, click, 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 click. And the lady clerk was looking at me, and I go, is it okay if I do this? Because I know in our showroom, we don't particularly like you to take pictures. But I said, I'm shopping for my boss. And she goes, oh, sure. So I send the pictures to Lisa, and I go, these are on sale at clearance. You want these? And she goes, yes. So I shopped more for Lisa than I did for me.
Well, because I feel bad because I have this one.
I have this. I
and
bought
I have a
this
blue
one.
one and I have whatever, but now
I
they're
almost
two
wore
sizes
this
too
today.
big.
So we would have been twinsies, but anyway. So we are very busy on the floor. We were very busy this morning. Everyone was coming over that was at the gathering, and they were shopping and having a good time and so forth. So I brought a variety of different things, and the one I'm most excited about first, and you will be too, is, I work ahead. So I'm working on red, white, and blue, and I'm working on, guess what?
Americana.
Americana. Because, we have so many wonderful days out of the year that we can celebrate all of this. And this lovely piece is called American Pennies. It's beautiful. The reason I love it is, oh my gosh,
So this is wool pennies that are adhered to a wool
this
background.
is so professional.
And then
Bending
there's
over
a piece of homespun to cover the back. So I don't
Yes.
put a piece of wool on the back because that becomes way too expensive.
Right.
But yeah, show them the best part about the kit.
The best part about the kit is see how pretty it looks on the front. Guess what you're going to love on the back? All the little circles are cut out already, and they have fusing on them already.
Very,
So,
very lightweight.
Very
fusing.
lightweight fusing. So you'll love doing this. This kit is $131, but it is so worth it.
Yes, because of all the labor of cutting and counting the pennies.
Actually, I was going to count them all, but I didn't get that far.
And I believe there's like 2 extra pennies of each one that you need, just in
Okay.
case you lose one.
Okay. The other reason why you're going to love it, all you little newbies, is there's really not a whole lot of different threads you have to buy. And they're pretty basic threads. You may already have them. But the secret is you go from the outside in. You don't have to measure your little stitch because it goes from the outside of the penny up to the next penny.
Yeah, I love
I know
stitching
it's hard for
pennies
you
that
to
way.
see it here.
Yeah, I think they can see it pretty
Yeah.
good.
So
I-
this is super fun for you to do.
Kaylee, can I
decided
see
for a
comments while
retreat.
she's talking?
She decided for one of our retreats.
Yes.
They love the
It's
pre-cut
beautiful,
pennies.
beautiful. So I am on a goal and a mission to find things that are fun and easy for you. So
Good.
you're keeping stitching and have your artwork and you don't get discouraged. This is a big project, but guess what? You don't have to do it all at once. You just pick it up and do a little bit, stitch every day, like Lisa says. And you'll get it
I
done.
do little goals. I'll be like, okay, I'm not going to quit sewing till all the red pennies are sewn. And then that's how I get things done. Yes.
What is the size on that?
The size on that is,
28 by 31.
it's not completely circular. It's
No.
one side is a little bit
But
longer.
it's beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful. It's got nice weight. You can leave it out all year round. And we just did a new display downstairs with red, white, and blue, and this is one of the
Yeah.
featured pieces.
We
of our
have the new
display.
line of Sweetwater fabrics in.
Yes, very. I didn't bring that up because
Do you remember the name of that one?
Of
The
it.
Sweetwater line?
uh,
Stateside.
Stateside.
Stateside, it's
Thank
called,
you.
and it's just gorgeous. So come and
Yes.
see that new
Yeah,
line
and
of red,
I'll
white,
have
and
that
blue.
next week for you. The one good thing about it is that the girls bought extra bowls, which have all the states' names on it, all jiggle joggled around. And it was fun because we were all trying to find the states of where we've lived in our life. And it was pretty difficult. We finally found them all. And Florida and Indiana are up and up. Lori and I
Oh.
were born in Indiana and lived in Florida. So I got 2 for the price of 1 on that.
Cool.
All right. The other one I want to show you is the beautiful quilt that was done on the last wonderful cruise
Were these both done on the cruise?
Yes.
Yeah. You
that
picked both of them.
Gloria and Lisa got to, but I didn't get
You
to
were
go.
my roomie on one cruise.
I know.
I know. Right?
This is Blue Hawaii. This is what was done on the last cruise they went to. It's absolutely stunning.
So what's nice about this is one fabric. It's not a center
Mhm.
block and a border. You just put everything down as like a whole cloth.
Yeah.
And you can embellish as much as you want or as little as you want, because you can kind of see how I didn't go around these, but I did these
Mhm.
with knots, and I did some little drizzles in the middle here.
And little crosses on the stems. I love those.
Yeah.
And
I
the
always
boys quilted
cross-stitch
it
the
with
stems.
with the beautiful orange peel.
And
Is
then
that
look
right?
at how the guys quilted this.
Is it
Yep,
orange
orange
peel?
peel. Look
Right,
at the
right.
back. So he went, they go right over the appliques, even with the knots and everything else. So if you're ever going to get your quilt quilted with an overall edge to edge design, make sure you are using the fusible web that's the feather light.
Right. The kit and the pattern on this one is 120/80, and we have lots of them. We're ready for you. Size. I don't have that. I'm sorry.
It's on the pattern right
Oh,
It was
there.
on the
Down
screen
here.
before.
Oh, it was on the screen.
I'm stretching. I'm sorry. 35 by 35. 35 by 35. Okay.
All right.
Okay. The other one I want to do
I'll
is,
put
you
you-
got to get them? Okay. All right. We all love wool. We all love every color of wool. And these are 2 different collections that we have. I have what's called the original collection.
You just found these back in the warehouse. She's like,
Yes.
we didn't have these in the
I'm going,
store.
oh my gosh. And when you open them up, it's just breathtaking. Because when you open them up, you see this is a little guide that tells you the number of each one and what the color is. And then you see all the gorgeous colors on the inside. These are, I think I measured these. I believe they're 10 by 10.
No.
Correct?
I don't think
Jess?
they're that big.
No,
No, they're 7 by 8.
7 by 8.
7 by 8. I lied. That's why we have the other girls here to help us. But then you can, you have your number and your name and so forth. 2 different prices, and you have a love letter in here from Lisa.
Talk about this.
Yes, and then you also have the other little template that's in here. Then if you choose to use this for, at your home where you want to label your own shelf, you want to take them out of here. You want to say you decide you want to buy like a yard of this color, and you want to mark it on your shelf that you have in your house or your drawer or whatever, however you display your wool. They've given you the opportunity that you can use these. What am I doing?
I don't know. They're in order. Is it going back in the right?
Yeah, she put it in the right spot.
That I do.
All right. So the difference between these 2 boxes, you can kind of tell just we pull them
Yes,
up.
Yes.
So these are our original, these are the original colors that
Mhm.
we had from the start when we developed Primitive Gatherings wools. So these are like the tried and true originals. But then we expanded our color palette and added all of this other stuff to complete like a whole spectrum of
Mhm.
colors, including the brights and the fluorescents.
Good picture.
But
Kate.
these are not in here. So
Right.
yeah. So it's 2 different boxes of completely different wools.
Okay, this particular size I have sells for $200, and the one that Lisa has sells for $300. So we have lots of these as well too. And these are on Live with Lisa as well for you to pull them down.
Yeah, and with Sue coming and all their little pieces of wool that they
Yes.
need, this is the perfect thing for
Yeah.
them. I think
That's
that one's
yours.
mine.
Yeah, this is mine.
Aren't that
All right.
aren't they awesome?
And they come in a great box. Don't ever throw these boxes away. They're always so handy. You use them for other things later.
All right.
Okay. Next we have some quilts we're selling. The beautiful quilt behind us is big enough to put a family of 12 under, I think. It's called the Winchester. It's out of Lisa's Urban Homestead book. We have, pay attention, everybody get your hand ready. We have one kit left. That's it. Okay. And the kit runs $240, but it is huge. It goes all the way. Oh my
It's
gosh.
folded on the floor.
Yeah, it's folded. It's a
folded.
king size quilt.
It's folded on the
Or
floor.
it could make 2 lap quilts.
Yes.
Yes,
It's
for
beautiful.
sure.
Oh, I messed it up. I'm sorry. Okay. So we have that one. So we only have one of those left. So the other
Your little-
wind blown.
No. Yeah, wind blown is one.
It was $240. It's 30% off.
Oh, 30% off. I'm sorry. Jess was right because she put that on sale yesterday because of this is quilt month. So it's going to be 30% off of the 240.
Good deal.
Okay. And then I have where's my
Where's the-
star writer?
Is it on the other side?
Okay.
I gotta take off my coat.
This is an adorable one. This is Star Rider. This is a quick, easy quilt. And you know what? I love these because you can even use them as table toppers.
I always use quilts
Yeah, me too.
for put on the table.
Yep. Put them over a bench or whatever you want to do. And this particular one is also from her Urban Homestead Gathering book. This kit is normally $75 and it is also at 30% off. Pay attention. Pay attention. We only have 2. That's it. Can you tell I'm cleaning house? Me and,
And
Jess,
this
we're down
book
there
is
getting
$20.
Yeah.
So you'll get this quilt, that quilt, and then the next one that we don't have the quilt of because somebody gave it to me to go home
this wind blown.
because they thought all the kits were gone. But
Mhm.
guess what? We find one more.
It's wind blown.
So Kaylee, do you have that one?
I don't have a full one. I didn't know you didn't have it.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
You can't really tell.
Yeah.
I can find it in here.
Yeah. It's 75 by 85. It's normally priced at 180. It will be 30% off. And pay attention, pay attention. We have one. Okay.
Just one. Okay, so here it is in the book. So Kaylee, if you can,
And the girls down in shipping probably right now are having a
it's kind
Cow,
of like a
'cause
snail
everybody-
trail. And it's a big quilt, 75 by
Mhm.
80.
75 by 85, I think. 85. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Anything else?
I think that's all I have.
All right.
I mean, I made it short and sweet because I know they have lots of other stuff to do. So
Can show
Otherwise,
the
you
book
could
again
talk
real
all
quick?
day.
I'm sorry.
Can you show the book again? real
Yes.
There you go.
And you know, I don't know if any of you have all of Lisa's books, which you absolutely should. But sometimes when we have a separate book shelf for her with all of her books in it. And sometimes, you know, when I'm here early in the morning and I'm trying to straighten it up and everything, and I'm straightening the books up, I pick one up and I leaf through and I'm going, how in the world does this girl think of all these things? I just don't get
I
it.
have an army. We have
Oh my gosh.
we have a group of people that help.
Yeah, and there were people that came in. 2 girls came in the other day, and they just stand and look around, and they ask a million questions like, who made this, and who made that, and who made this, and you know, you try to answer their questions as best you can, and they're just simply on. They go, I can't
Were those the
believe
ones
it.
that were there for 4 hours?
Yeah, I had 2 sets of one set of friends and sisters, and both of them probably were there. I'd say 3.5 to 4 hours. And they just keep walking around and they turn and walk around. And I go check on them and they go, are we staying here too long? Do we need to leave? I go, no. I go, it's just like being in an antique store. You have to walk around and pick everything up, look at it. And so I had two groups that way this week, and they were very endearing and loved it. And then they went next door. I encouraged them to go next door, and they went next door and checked out the gathering, and they loved that too. And then I left and went to the gathering, and they were there, and I'm going, I can't get rid of you. Now you're over here.
I just want to add that these are homespun.
Yeah.
Right. So they're brushed on one side. So they're very soft on one side, and then they're regular on the other side. So that's what this is in this book. But these could be made out of any other fabrics as well. If you just like, I know some people they don't like to buy kits. They want to buy
Yeah.
a book and they want to pick out their own fabrics from their collection.
Not me. I'm a kit girl.
Yep. There's all kinds, which is good because it helps.
see
us all.
our closets. I'm a kit girl, so
Yeah.
that's all I got.
All right. Good job.
Okay.
Lots of goodies for them
Next.
today. All right.
Okay, let me take this.
Any guesses on who's next?
I know.
Come on over. I know we got some good stuff from the Bernina Quilting Gallery.
I brought some fun stuff.
All right. We love fun stuff.
All right, 1 second here.
I'll just take a sip while we.
Please hold.
Please hold till we reset the set. Let's see. Nancy Black. I just want to do it all. I know Nancy, right? I love kits too. Christy Johnson. I love everything you're sharing, but I am still dreaming about blue Hawaii. Isn't that fun? All right. Let me help. Want to do
We're
that
not
more?
starting here.
Okay. Sorry.
Just want to pull this up here.
You don't have an assistant. You're showing all the girls your butt.
Oh, that's okay.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
All right.
All right. This is Luke. He is number 2, son of mine. I call him 1, 2, and 3.
So I figured we should start with some quilts.
Okay.
And then I have to talk about the new special for next month. And then I want to talk about some embroidery stuff.
Okay.
Okay. So we got some exciting stuff going on. Where am I supposed to look? That one, right?
Yeah, that's
So we got some exciting stuff going on in our Bernina area. So let's start off with a miniature. So we got a couple orange peels that we did. And this is Charlotte Ferrara, one of our longtime.
I know Charlotte.
Yes. So this is just a beautiful, simple miniature. I wanted to take the opportunity to talk a little bit about miniatures. We have a $50 minimum, but we love doing them. And then if you send multiples, generally we can work out a deal. So if you have a bunch of miniatures stacked up,
Tell them how they would do that though. It's one backing.
yeah. So generally we can do a couple ways. If you have backings for them already, we could still work out kind of a deal. But if they're like, especially if they're like reproduction, let's say, what we can do sometimes is we can pick out a reproduction backing that will work for all of them, and then we can load them all side by side and do them that way.
So, she's got kind of a busy back, so we
Yeah,
can't
you
really see the
too
pattern.
much here, but
Yeah, but it is good.
so we got some fun stuff.
Okay.
So that's that one, and then we have one from Jean Westfall, who is currently over here.
She's here today.
I wanted to show this off because I know she's going to want to take this home with her.
She get to, yeah, I was going to say, she know it's done?
Yeah, so she was asking me.
Okay.
So this one, I was told, that you have some of these panels left.
Yeah, we have the panels and we have fat quarter towers. We don't have layer cakes that this took, but I'm sure you can make a fat quarter tower work.
Yeah, so this is really cool. So if you can't tell, these are panels that kind of simulate like your sort of wool applique style. It's really great stuff. We did a orange peel on this, invisible thread. We love how the texture, and I can see here.
You can see it really good.
Off, yeah. So how that texture kind of shows off, especially in the white. It's really pretty. And then it, kind of seamlessly transitions over the colors.
Yep. So you don't see white thread over your colors because they're using invisible thread.
We like that because it doesn't clutter up what you're trying to look at. Like what the star is whether this is wool applique or just like a panel like this is. The star should be, like what it says, or you got a turkey and sort of that type of thing. And when you use like a cream thread, which would be the only alternative that I would use here, is like a white thread, you're going to stitch over your blocks quite a bit.
And you're going to see it.
Yeah.
Very beautiful.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh, and we have one big one.
What kind of invisible thread do you use?
Aurifil. So we use Aurifil Cotton 50 in the bobbin, and Aurifil Clear or Aurifil Smoke. So we use the Smoke, which is a tinted clear, and we use that for dark backgrounds. Otherwise, you get a little too much shine from the clear. And then we like to use the clear or fill clear for white backgrounds or lighter projects. Okay. So we have one from Nancy Daly here. I love this one. This is really great. This one is I stole right before it got to shipping. So it's all packed up, but
I know what this is.
But it's worth a show.
Yes.
So
Oh, you didn't bring the other one that I wanted to see. The antique. Is that one done? Next week?
this is the flower garden one. This is
This is the monster.
hold on. Which way is the fan? Right here. Okay, this one. There we go.
He likes his Baptist fan to be right side.
This is beautiful.
Isn't that awesome with the orange and the red? I've seen a lot with the purple sashing and green, but I've never seen one with the red and orange. This is amazing. So this is a sew along that takes 2 fat quarter towers, one of the darks and one of the lights. And you can make this whole quilt out of that. And then you just need a couple 1 yards, 1 1/4 yards for your sashings and bindings, or inner borders, not sashings. But this is very beginner friendly, believe it or not, because of all of the videos and instructions that go along with that. And they're all on our YouTube channel. Good job.
Was the binding with that?
Yeah.
Gloria's got the binding right here, so we'll make sure
Keep
that
this together.
keep that together.
Okay. All right. So now let's talk a little bit about our Bernina sales area. So we have a new promotion. Want to zoom in?
Ooh, 20% off. Anything?
Okay, so Bernina runs, as a lot of you guys know, Bernina runs monthly promotions generally. Last month, we talked about the National Embroidery Month, where you got the module with the purchase of a machine. Thank you to everybody who went. We sold quite a few of the embroidery machines, which is exciting. We're going to talk about what we can do with some of those things, right? But this month, before I get too far, so Bernina is running a 20% off sale on all machines. So it's 20% off, and then also it is 20% off all Bernina presser feet.
All
so
machines and presser feet?
Yeah, so it's a great sale this month. So for those of you who aren't into embroidery but are more interested in just your sewing, so if you're interested in like a 475, a 570, a 770, this will be a great time to take a look at that. And then also we have a 0% interest for 60 months. And that the window for that is going to be March 10th through the 14th. So if you're interested in that, give us a call. Well, how we like to do it, for those of you who don't know, is we like to make appointments. It's just the best way that we
Spend good
found.
quality time with them.
So we invested some money in the horn, the Bernina horn cabinets, which is really nice. It really makes a big difference when the machine is set up in a table, like a proper height table.
Just like you'd want it set up in your sewing studio.
So
at
what we've done is I have 4 of those, and we have our most common sort of meat and potatoes machines we sell are 475, 570, 770, and we have an 880 where you can come and play it. And if you make an appointment and you say, I'm kind of shopping, I'm interested in, the 475, but maybe the 570, what I like to do is we have both those machines side by side, and you get to, go from one to the other and see which one. And that's the only way to buy a machine in my mind, is you go there, you get to try it. Yep.
So does this cover burnettes and sergers and
lines? Yeah. So it's the whole line. So it's the yep. So it includes Bernina sewing, embroidery, quilting, and serger machines.
Not long arms.
Yeah.
Long arms too?
Yes. Yep.
Awesome.
Yep.
Okay.
So and long arms as well. We actually we have 3 in stock.
Yeah,
so
we just got them in.
yeah.
I saw them come in. Yeah.
So we ordered. So right now we have a decent little inventory.
You don't have to wait.
Yes. Yep. So I think we have Q16s, Q20s, Q24s. I think we got 3 Qmatics. So we're good to go. There's an exciting update, actually. I've just found this out. And it's a little bit premature, but I'm going to say it anyways, because that way people, if you bought a Qmatic, I know there's quite a few of you out there. Bernina is releasing a free update, and it should be out. It was due for this month, but they're trying to perfect it. And some of the features of the new free update. So if you already have one, this is something you can download with the zip drive. But they're saying that it increases the speed of the machine running patterns by 35%. There's going to
Mother
be,
will like that.
yes, there's going to be more included designs. So we are kind of picky.
Not that they're slow, but
Well, no, but they're, I mean, I guess one of the things I would say, if you were shopping between, let's say, a Gamble and a Bernina, one of the things that is true when you use the round shank needles, those machines are faster.
Okay.
Right. It's a faster
so they
machine.
upgraded the
Now
speed.
we prefer the stitch, and generally I think effectively you can only run so fast anyways, but there is pros and cons, right? Anyway, so there's going to be more designs included, and I think they have a couple other features they're adding. So if you already have a Chematic, this is exciting because this is not going to cost you anything. And if you're interested in one, they have a great new free update coming.
I got to say something before I forget. So we have a video, I believe, coming out tomorrow, and it is featuring the top of the line serger from Bernina. What's that?
L89. Yep.
The L890, and we use it on making something really cool. So watch for that video tomorrow and make sure you like it and do all that fun stuff. But you'll see how this serger works, and now it's 20% off.
Yeah, the air threading, the new air threading sergers, they're such cool machines. And
I was blown away.
We're doing our best. I mean, we are, I think it's coming up on 2 years now, and we're very excited with how things are going, but there's so much more to do. Like there's so much. We're going to talk about embroidery here in a second, but serging, I mean, that machine, it can do some really cool stuff.
It can.
Bernina
really cool Barb is on it, and she, you could just get off on a whim on all the other things that it could do, but it was amazing. So she does show a couple things that the serger can do besides serge.
So 20% off all the categories: serging, quilting,
and that's for
sewing and embroidery.
Because it's March is Quilters Month, right?
Yeah, so it's just their 20% off sale.
Okay.
Really cool.
All
right.
The whole month of March.
For the whole month of March, and then don't forget for the financing window. Is going to be the 10th through the 14th if you want that 0% for 60 months. It's good to get everything, all the pre-approvals ahead of time. And what happens is there's a code for us to take advantage of that financing. So what we do is we wait till that window and then we enter the code.
Free money is not around anymore.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It costs us money.
Yes.
Tell them if they want to know what air threading means to watch our video tomorrow.
Yeah.
So just to give you a quick thing, the worst thing about a serger is how do you thread it? Well, this one, you just stick it in a hole and it threads itself. It goes.
So a lot of people are not necessarily always a fan on sort of complicated machines or what they say is complicated. But with the serger, because you're using so many threads, up to 4 threads, I believe, 4 or 5 threads on that machine to make all sorts of different stitches. Traditionally the setup can be difficult because there's so many different tensions and you have your loopers and anyways, the new, it's like an assistant mode. It will literally walk you through threading and show you a video on your machine
as you're doing all
your threading. So it really, in serging, where traditionally it's just more complicated because of all the different stitches and all the different
and
threading.
We're not used to it. We sometimes we only use it once in a while and you don't remember.
This makes it really nice. So but we're not here to talk about surgery today, but that is exciting. I know Bernina Barb, she's recovering from her back surgery. I just spoke with her. She's doing really well. So I said, no pressure, but when are you coming back? No, I didn't say that. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about embroidery. So we have some exciting stuff going on. On February 23rd and March 23rd, we are starting our, it's kind of a piggyback group. What?
So starting on February 23rd and March 23rd. So.
Sorry.
I was just wondering.
Sorry. March 20. Yeah. What? Hold on.
Well, February is gone already.
March 23rd. Why did I write down February? March 23rd. Sorry about that. So starting March 23rd, we're going to do a special embroidery. We're starting an embroidery club off of our Bernina social group. And what we're going to do is some exciting stuff. So one of my big new exciting projects, okay, and you want to zoom in here a little bit.
Let me hold this.
Yeah. Don't zoom in too much because she ain't perfect. All right. So both of these right here. So one of the cool things that I've been playing around with is the new V9 Bernina embroidery software. And what we're going to do is we're starting a Bernina club for those of you with Bernina embroidery machines. And it's going to accomplish two things. So first of all, it's going to be a great group of people who are interested that want to meet and talk about embroidery, all those things. Learn if you're new to it. I know a lot of people, embroidery can be intimidating, so it's great when you do it with a group. But what we're going to do as part of sort of the what I want to say, the incentive is I'm going to provide a free embroidery design as I start digitizing some of my mom's designs. So this is going to be really exciting for those of you who are into embroidery, or maybe your hands aren't what they used to be and you would prefer to do a lot more things on your machine. We're going to go back through the whole library and we're going to start offering some of these designs. Now, in order to do this, we need to test some of these designs out. So it helps me and it helps them. So the people there, they get a free embroidery design. And it helps me because I get to have them test. They're kind of my guinea pigs. So I can see, like, is the stitch design, is it correct? Is there a density issue? All sorts of the things that go on that I'm learning about digitizing. But to look at this though, so I was in the office. And
I was going to say.
Yeah. So
where did you get this from? Because
is this secret?
This is a secret.
I hope it's not secret. Hey,
but hey, if you hang out with us, we show you some of the secrets. Okay. So you're going to see this again. I'm not going to tell you where.
Okay, so I won't tell you where.
See this again.
So, anyways, I was in the office and I said, "Hey, that's cool." And I asked our graphic designer Terry. I said, "Could you go ahead and email me the JPEG?" And I went ahead and I used the V9 software and I digitized it. So this is all stitched out with Isacord thread, and it's just really nuts. I've been having a lot of fun with this. And we're going to, for those of you who are interested in embroidery, we're going to be offering more designs. If you're interested in being a part of that club, call Gloria at the gathering. She'll be signing people up. And we have a lot of exciting things to come on that front. So,
and this could be like made into a little tote to put some of your things in, like I could just see this in a lot of different ways, or it can be in a quilt. Do you have a quilt?
Yes.
Shout out to Pam Miller.
Hey, Pam Miller. Awesome. Look at that. She sent us $20.
So this was done by Katrina, one of our ladies who runs our Bernina social. She is really took to embroidery. She just bought a 790 and she did this quilt. So this is some of the stuff. She used Mylar, and this is the Isacord thread, which we are going to be carrying shortly. We're working out the details, but stay tuned. That's something that we're going to be able to put online. But we are going to be carrying the Isacord 40 weight because I just love the way this looks. It's so cool. I don't know if you can zoom in here, Kaylee, but if you can capture kind of the sheen of this Mylar. But she's brand new. She's a beginner, and this stuff is just so cool. I'll see if I can move it.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
It's like shimmer.
Really, really neat.
And in her pot. And in her hair.
So we kind of collaborated.
It's iridescent.
I custom quilted this one for her. I'm embarrassed to say how long it took me, which is why we don't do a lot of it. But I put little spider webs in there and whatnot. Super cool.
Very nice. I like the back.
I think that's all I got.
Okay, well, that was a lot. That was good. You got a lot going on. But 20% off Bernina sale. That's huge.
All right.
And no interest rate?
Yeah, 0% interest, 60 months, March 10th through the 14th.
Awesome.
All right, let me grab my stuff here.
Come on over, Diane. Say hi. So some of you might recognize Miss Diane. She is popped up on our Stitch group every once in a while.
Yes.
All right, so tell us, how'd you get here?
Oh, well, I drove. I got in my car and I drove, and I just want to tell you, it's really worth it. If you guys ever want to go to Wisconsin, I never thought I would ever go to Wisconsin. And I really like it around here. There's a lot of antiques.
The
shops.
people are cool too.
You know what? Everyone around here is lovely. When you're at the gathering, there are taverns around if you want to go out and get something to eat. And the people in the taverns are very nice, very friendly, and you can get something to eat. And they have something called the supper club, which a lot of you guys may know, but in California, they don't have supper clubs. And I guess they only serve supper, and you can go and have drinks.
Which
and
is
everybody
the same
is
as
very,
dinner.
what?
Dinner
Which
and
is the same as
supper,
dinner.
same thing.
Oh, supper.
Supper.
And and there's cheese factories around here you can tour, and there's tons of antique shops. So there's a lot to do if you want to take a break from stitching during the day. There's a lot of things around here to do. So it's wonderful.
Right, and we met Diane through years and years of doing retreats.
Yes.
You've been on the
Outer Banks.
when she drove. So she drove from one coast to the other coast to join us for
Yes.
a retreat.
And I had a
So
wonderful
We think that's
time.
amazing. So we think she's pretty cool to do that. So we
Thank you.
invite her to our stuff.
And I've made wonderful friends, and I've been doing it for
I say,
years.
if you're a quilter and you don't have any friends, there's something wrong.
I've made a lot of friends in North Carolina, and
Yeah.
everyone here at Primitive
And
Gatherings.
then you can
has
keep
been
in
so
touch on
nice.
social media.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thanks for saying hi. And
Absolutely.
we look forward to having a couple weeks together here, right? How long are you staying?
I don't know. I heard of a couple more groups, and I might have to call my husband.
Oh,
I don't
She's
know.
living with me.
All right. She's living with you for a little while?
Yeah.
All right. Wow. That's a lot of stuff going on. So what is left? What is left? We have a couple of things we're going to try to sell yet. I divided them back up, but I want to just kind of give you a couple things of what's kind of going on yet. This month, the end of the month, we will be releasing our Stitch Along here, Black Star Flower Farm. This is one of the blocks. Here is kind of like part of the layout, so you can kind of see that. There will be a big block in the middle here with a house on it. So the information for that is under clubs, block of the months, right, Jess? Clubs, block of the months.
I believe so.
Yep. And we have an option up there only right now for if you want the full kit. And that is the fabric for the background of all the blocks, but there will be a finishing kit. And you will get the applique block monthly, but you'll get all the fabric for the background at one time. And okay, and that includes all the shipping and everything in there. So I just want to make sure that's up there. I want to alert you to next week. We are going to be talking more about Lakeside gatherings, but I want you to see here that we have all the pre-cuts on our website right now on sale for 20% off. And once we have to place our order, which is when, Jess? March 19th. We will pull everything off of sale once we place that order. So here's all the cool things you can order. And this is a beautiful line. And we will show you some of the projects. Some of us are still sewing them, but we'll show you what we got so you can order kits as well. I just want to give you a heads up that they are on sale yet for a short period of time, but just like what we did with Joyful, we told people about it, and then when we took it offline, and then they wanted to order it again. And so here's a double warning, 2 weeks ahead, that we will be pulling them off on the 19th of March. Okay, I'm trying to think, because usually I always miss one thing before we say goodbye, but we're not saying goodbye yet. We're going to do some quilts. Who is going to help me show quilts? All right, so like we did on Monday, we have a couple things for sale. If you want to just pop them up over here, I can hold the little ones. Couple of them left over from Monday, so we thought we'd give them another shot. So here's what you're going to do. You are going to call the number on the screen if you want what I am showing. I'm going to give you a number for each quilt, meaning this is quilt number 12. So you're going to say, I want quilt number 12, and it's $75 for this one. All finished, custom quilted for you. Beautifully done. So number 12, and you can call right now. And what we have left after this sale, we will put on the website for quilts for sale, if some of them don't sell today. Luke, did you find everything you need?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, now this one here is quilt number 32.
Tilt it slightly towards the window.
There we go. Quilt number 32 is $100. knocking this one down a little bit in price. I want it to go to a good home. It is cotton. It is reproduction fabric. It is primitive gatherings fabric, a combination. And then these are wool and have some embroidery stitches on as well. So it is applique and pieced. $100 for that one. And then I was right. You remember on Monday, I'm like, don't sell that one. I think that one's mine. Original. But this one here is our second sample. And this one has no number on it. Oh, number 18. Number 18 is $75. So this is the spring one. So it was $38 for the kit and pattern. So only a couple, $50 to stitch this and have it quilted. We all know that this is way worth that. And you don't even have to make it. You can hang it on your door or on your suitcase. These are fun, what I call wool doilies. You remember doilies?
It's upside down.
All right, it's got a word on it. Okay, one of them does and one of them doesn't. All right, so it says, let it snow. Here, I'll go like this. Let it snow. This is all hand stitched. It is wool with a homespun backing. It is only $35 and it is number 23. So call and talk to Roz downstairs in shipping. She has the list. Another one for $75. This is number 19. Beautifully quilted, quilted in the basket. See, I got a nail missing. I'm a wreck. I actually have 2 nails missing. All right, $75 for number 19. Now look at these 2 adorable ones. Little snowman riding on the woody wagon. We all remember what woody wagons are, right? And then this one over here is the tree on the woody wagon. So bringing home the tree and catching snowflakes on snowman's tongue. The blue one is $60, and that is number 20. Number 21, $60 as well. So that's like getting paid $2 an hour to stitch that. Welcome banner, May welcome banner here. $60 as well, number 26. Oh, oldie but a goodie. This is an old one. Yeah, come on, help. We got to show most of it, so we're going to go this way. So this is, I think, from one of our primitive Christmas books, one of our first Christmas books. The size is 52 by 60. All right, it is edge to edge quilted. No, it's custom quilted. And it is hand applique on the border. It's beautiful. This one is number 3, and it is $500. Kansas Trouble Fabrics. Oh, how many of you are Judy Rothamel fans? This is one of her fabric lines from Marcus Brothers, and it's a big star quilt. I'm trying to read the tag. It is 86 by 100. It is $400, and it is number 1. So let's see if I can get you in the light here, because on my screen it's a little dark. But it is Judy Rothamel's fabrics. And I might have given this a little bit of a tea dye. Looking at it, I might have toned it down a little bit. But if you wash it, some of that will come out. It's not permanent. It's called a semi-permanent, the instant antique. Let's look at the back. Look at the beautiful back. You could use this both ways. That beautiful Judy stripe on the back. And did I do a good job of matching this one? Yeah, I did.
Beautiful.
Sometimes I don't pay attention to that. Sometimes I'm in a hurry and just piece the back together and don't look at matching stripes. All right, a fairly newer quilt from Gingerbread. This was a quilt kit in a box. It was our store sample. And these are just printed on the fabric, but a super cute quilt. Let me just read the tag. It is number 4 and it is $3.50. So I'm sure some of you can give this one a good home. And if we don't sell some of these quilts today, they will be on our website under quilts for sale. All right, this one is from Yuletide Gatherings, I believe. Yes, right? Yes. All right, 56 by 62, $3.50, number 2. $350 for this one. Beautiful quilt at Christmas time. Ready for a new home.
That one's Christmas gatherings.
Christmas gatherings. Okay. See, I can't remember everything. This one is flannel. And it is a variation of our picnic quilt. Do you have tag? Quilt number 22. And this one is a steal at $400. So grab this nice neutral quilt. This would make a great wedding gift to give away. And we all know we're always at the last minute trying to make that wedding gift quilt. Now you can just buy one. Save yourself some headache. Oh, one more. I'm sorry. This one is amazing. All right. Ready? Okay. This one is called Star of Bethlehem. It was in Christmas gatherings as well. Look at the quilting. Look at the quilting. This one is number 24 and it is $7.50. All that custom quilting will appraise nicely in this quilt.
That is amazing.
All right. And doesn't it? It's been
amazing.
washed. It feels good. I wanted to wash it so all of that would pucker and stand out. It's hard to give them away. All right. So those are all the quilts that are for sale today. Talk to Roz to see if any of them are still available when you call. Remember to write those numbers down. And that's all I have for you today. Next week is all about lakeside gatherings. And then we are going to move on to rustic gatherings. We have a lot of stuff to talk about rustic gatherings. And, you know, we'll always come up with a bunch of stuff to talk about. So I do have winners today. Of course, I wasn't going to leave you all high and dry without any prizes for today. Heidi, do you have a picture of our prizes?
Yeah.
We are going to give away 6 prizes today.
To the quilts.
So thank you for hanging out with us today. So here is the same quilt I just showed, Star of Bethlehem, but we renamed it because we did it in scrappy colors from Garden Gatherings. So it is called Garden Star. We're going to give away 3 of these patterns today. So you can make your own out of your collection, or you can call us up, and I'm sure we have some fat quarter towers of Garden Gatherings left. And then the taupe primitive picnic quilt is our other pattern that we're going to give away today as well. So we're going to give away 6 prizes today, and I have all you lucky winners here. Do we have anything else we need to talk about before No? All right. So here we go. Jane Mire, M-I-R-E, you are a winner. I'm going to do the 3 Garden Star quilts first. Chrissy Ropp, or Ropp, R-O-P-P, Garden Star, and Georgetta Komar. You are winners of those patterns. And then the winners of the primitive picnic quilt is Jane Cass Wolf, April Goss, and Peggy Elliott. All right. Thank you all for joining us today. Make sure you check in with us next week. We'll be going live again on Thursday. Hopefully, our weather issues are mostly over, but we appreciate your patience and putting up with, postponing a live because we can't get here or the schools are closed and nobody has childcare. That seems to be one of the things around here right now, and you can't blame them, right? You can't come to work if you got 3 or 4 kids at home or 1. All right, everyone, take care. Have a great weekend and make sure you get some stitching time in because remember, 15 minutes of stitching a day adds up to 91 hours a year. All right, so just that little bit adds up, and that's a lot of stitching. So take care, everyone. Have a great weekend.